All right, for our next game, I want to ask Xander how he thought about Superliminal.
Ooh, real quick, you forgot the intro. Welcome back to Bro-Pinions. Quick intro. All right, yeah, Superliminal. If you don't know what Superliminal is, it's pretty much, it's another puzzle game, pretty much. Like, if you know Stanley Parable, it's almost like that, but it's not. It's pretty much a mind-bending game where you got to use perspective to try to beat everything. You got to use perspective, so like if there's a doorway all the way in the top and you can't reach it, you've just got to go and get a block of cheese or a block and maybe zoom out a bit, and then you can make it smaller. Or if you make it like right next to you and it looks super big, like right in front of you, then drop it. It's just this huge block. So like I remember doing this with like a block of cheese and I was just like so excited. I was like, oh my God. You get it, Brandon? Perspective. See, now Brandon is super tiny now and all you see is his eye. If he were to get closer, it would be scary. Honestly, it was actually a really cool game from when I played. It was such a mind-boggling game where I was playing it at first and I was like, what is this game about? I'm so confused. And then I first find the little like puzzle piece and I put it further away to move it out of the way and it got smaller. I was looking at it, I was like,
wait a second.
I was so confused, but then after I played for a bit, it finally made sense to me. So now there was, you know, different objectives. I tried to understand the story a little bit. Maybe my mind can't comprehend the perspective of this game. It's just like, cause it's about like breaking reality and your character's like in some kind of dream state to try to do something, but then you gotta get stuck in that dream state and you're trying to escape out of it. Something like that. I don't know. It was a pretty fun game. What'd you think, Brandon?
I thought it was cool. Like I like those kind of games. Like I like puzzles, I like strategy. So yeah, no, I thought the game was really cool. I really like the idea of perspective, using it towards your advantage, like basically holding something closer and then letting it go, and now it's like a huge block, making a stairway out of nothing because from your perspective you just turn the line sideways to go upstairs. Dude, the whole thing's like really cool. I like the idea of the game.
Yeah, it's a good concept. You know, I like the concept of it. It was pretty cool. My only thing about the game is it's like a story game, you know, like a story game, you play it and then once you're done with it, that's it, you know. It's like that, which I love those kind of games. I love the story. The only thing about story games is that they go in depth of the character. There's other people you talk to. This game, it's a full puzzle game. So if you love puzzle games, definitely recommend this. But the only problem is it's this kind of game where like after you finish it, that's pretty much it. You know, that's it for the whole game. You can't do much else, I don't think. I don't think there's other game modes at all.
That's the game.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. You play this huge puzzle game and everything. You find out why you're in the dream state and everything, and then that's it. And it's not like there's other physics or anything else in the game. Literally, the whole game is you know, making stuff small and making stuff big. If you love puzzle games, definitely recommend. For me, I love puzzle games, but after playing that, it wasn't even that long. I think I spent 3 or 4 hours playing that game. And then once I beat it, you know, that was completely it. You know, I finished the whole entire game. Honestly, I think after beating it, it's one of those games where I hate to say it, it was kind of forgettable to me. You know, it was a fun concept for that time, but it's not something I've been thinking about for the longest time, or not something I've been telling someone about, you know. It's something cool to experience once, and I think that'll be it. So I think on the scale, I'd have to give it, I don't know, I think I have to give it a 3.
So on my end, I would honestly probably give it a 2, but because the creators went and figured out all these puzzles for someone to play, because not only did they create the game, they had to create the puzzles to make the game like work.
Yeah.
So just because of that effort, I would pay money on that game. That I would probably, like, if it wasn't so like, I guess like puzzly, you know, I'd probably give it a 2, but because the effort was actually put into this, I think it deserves a 3.
Yeah, to be able to use these physics and everything for 3 hours, that's pretty cool. I agree. So it is something worth money. Although my question is, would you spend the $20 that the game was worth?
No, like me, I'd pay like 8 to 10, maybe 11, not 12. Like honestly, because like you said, it's a game you're gonna play once, beat it, and then that's it. You know, like nothing really else to do.
Honestly, that's why I give it a 3, because you know, you beat it once and then that's it. But I also don't think it's worth $20 for the game. I think you're right. I think 10, maybe even $12, but I think $10 would be a fair price. But it is worth it because of the effort the developers did do to this game. Cool physics, I gotta agree.
Yep.
Thank you for watching, and I'm gonna use perspective to make Brandon tiny.